Hey guys.
Hola clase.
Press 1 for English.
Presione 2 para español. Hey guys, my name is Jose.
And my name is Elenie.
And today we'll be talking about the three forms of natural selection, which are directional, stabilizing, and disruptive. So here we go.
First, we'll begin with directional selection, which is the most straightforward type of frequency, which could also be called independent selection. Under directional selection, one allele is consistently favored over the other allele. As a result, selection drives allele frequencies in a single direction. Eventually, the favored allele will become fixed in the population. Consequently, it will replace all other alternative alleles at the same locus. As you can see in the picture, the population begins in the middle, and after selection, it moves to the right.
An example of this type of selection would be with beak size in a population of finches in South America. At first, let's imagine an even distribution of small and large beak sizes. Then, after a drought, only large seeds would be available, so the birds with bigger beaks would survive. This would favor the birds with alleles that encode for large beaks. This is an example of directional selection, as the alleles with small beaks diminish.
The second form is stabilizing selection, and it is when genetic variation decreases and the population mean stabilizes at a certain value. In other words, an intermediate genotype is selected between the two extremes, which favors the majority of the population, which is better adapted to the environment.
An example of this type of selection is human birth weight. When humans give birth, an intermediate birth weight is ideal and better favored, as too big or too small of a baby head has an increased chance of complications.
The last form is disruptive selection, and it is the opposite of stabilizing selection. In this case, the two extreme traits are favored over an intermediate value, thus increasing variation among alleles and splitting the population into different groups.
Here's an example of disruptive selection. Let's imagine a population of diverse bunnies with three different fur colors, these colors being black, white, and gray. In their environment, the only rocks present are black rocks and white rocks. Due to this environmental condition, the gray bunny cannot blend into its environment and stands out to predators more, thus decreasing its chance for survival. This leads to a decrease in intermediate phenotypes among the bunny population. Well, I hope you guys learned something about the three forms of natural selection.
See you guys around.
Stay tuned for part 2, Artificial Selection, coming out fall 2014.